Hey everybody, this is Tech Teach again. In this series of tutorials, we're going to learn how to make a dovetail joint. I've opened up a drawing of the dovetail joint so that we can have a diagram to go by. This piece is dovetailed and fits into the receiving piece here that's black. In the series, we're going to be able to do 3D models or parts that are 6 inches long and 1.5 inches wide, and the tongue of the dovetail is going to be 3/4 of an inch wide by 3 inches. And we'll get to the details of that in just a minute. As you can see, we're going to put it into a 3-view drawing where we have a top, a front, and a right side view, as well as a model view after we're finished. And here you can see a presentation that we're going to make of the dovetails. If I click on Create here, and I can click Animate, I can pull my animation buttons here, and I can click on Play, and you can watch the animation repeat itself over and over as many times as I've got here. So it's going to go 7 times and then stop. So to get started with this thing, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the dovetail that has the NC State decal on it. And then we'll move into how to figure out how to make a component that is fitting a mirror image of that. So let's get started with a new drawing. We'll go to File, hover over New, and we'll choose Part. And then we will begin our drawing with a rectangle. And the rectangle is going to be 3 inches by 3 inches. So we'll start our rectangle somewhere. We'll move. We'll type 3, Tab, 3, Enter. Now if you click over here, this is Zoom Extent. And then we can reduce the size enough where we can get the rest of our component into our drawing. So with the rest of the component, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw with a line, and so I'm just going to start it right here. Click. I'm going to move up 1 inch because I have a 1 inch space on the tongue of the device. I need to know where 3 inches is, so I just cheat. I have to put 3 inches out here. And then I can come down 1 inch from there. That's going to give me a corner to start with. And then I can connect the dots from there to there. So I can really start off with like a triangle if I want to. Now I can go up 1 inch from there. Oops. Okay, well, let me start this here. Let me go up here. I go up 2 inches. And now I could come back and figure out where I'm going to be in just a second. So what I got to do, I can right click and I can choose Done, and that gets me off of the line. And then I can start a new line, and in this new line I can start it right here instead. I can click, go down 1 inch, then I can move over to this corner here and I can click. And now I right click and get out of that tool by clicking Done. Now I can delete this extra line. So I did a lot of extra steps there. There's probably an easier way to do it, but I tend to be hard-headed and struggle a little bit. The pan tool's right here. You can move your thing over to the center of your screen if you get out of whack there. Okay, so there we are. Now we're going to extrude it, and we're going to extrude it 1.5 inches thick. So we want to type in 1.5 here, and we want to click on both images. I find it easier just to go ahead and extrude both and then extrude one back. It just, for me, it's easier. And so then I'm going to create a new sketch on that surface. Running out of time, so I need to hurry. And then I take my line tool and I start there and I work my way around it. And then I go to Model, Create Extrude. And now this time I'm going to reverse the direction and I'm going to go back 1.5 on that. I'm going to go back 0.75.